Welcome to the very first episode of The Talk. I'm your host, Amir, and I'm not always this tall. I'm just simply sitting on my wallet. Today, with me here today is a very, very awesome guy. He was born on age 0, has survived as a single living organism till this very day. The TV host, a rising star, the most fabulous person I ever met. A very good friend of mine, Keanu Azman. Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you for having me, Amir. Nice to be here. And it's actually very pressuring that you said it's the first episode because that's something I did not know about.
Oh, okay.
So thanks for the heads up, Amir.
You're welcome. I mean, surprise.
Oh, no. So yes, Amir, I feel like I'm in a torture chamber, but I'm kind of scared. Normally, because he mentioned that I'm a host, so normally I'll be the one asking the questions, and it's not as pressuring as being a guest. Trust me, it might sound that the host is a very tough thing to do, but being a guest is equally as hard. So
Yeah.
Surprise me, Amir.
Well, actually, it's an experience for all of us.
Yeah.
Right. So So today, before we get started in our questioning Q&A stuff and all, I would like to, give like a random questions for us to actually think about.
Okay.
And also for the views. Like, have you ever thought, like, if you drive fast in front of a school,
Okay.
you're an asshole. But if you drive slow, you're being suspicious.
Wow. I would think that driving in front of a school would make me an asshole.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
But I still do anyway. I'm not saying that I don't. I'm just saying that if I do, in which I always do, I am an asshole.
So that's something for us to think about. Like,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like, have you ever thought like, oh, you drive fast in front of school, like, yeah, you're an asshole. But if you drive fast, it's like, damn, he's being suspicious.
He might be a child molester or something.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Are you a pedophile? Or are you not? So I guess let's not drive around the school at all lah.
Yeah, technically,
just skip the school.
especially you're in a van.
Especially, that's right. Don't even carry balloons, red balloons. They think you're it.
Yeah, exactly. And you're it. So, there's that.
Yeah.
So first of all, I would like to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Mavic Pulse Studio, who give us this access to this very awesome studio. I'll give a link to their any social media that they are related to for you guys to check out. It's a very awesome studio, right? So, anyways, let's get to it, right?
Yes, let's get the ball rolling.
So, you right now is a TV host. And what was the show again?
It's called Feel Good Show on NTV7, and I'm with Fly FM as well.
Awesome. So it's like like an everyday thing, a daily thing, or you have your schedule, like what day you will like be
Basically, for my TV show, I'm on twice a week, but for radio, I'm on every day.
Okay.
Every weekday. Yeah.
So on the radio, is it like you're like a radio announcer or?
Okay, that's a very good question actually, because people always tend to think that because I'm working with Fly FM with a radio station, automatically I'm a radio announcer. When that's actually not the case, guys, because radio has expanded to digital platforms these days. It's not just pure radio. So what I am in Fly FM is as a YouTube host. So basically they have a YouTube channel. So I host their YouTube channel called Fly TV. So that makes me their digital host. So I'm not on radio. I am on radio on the weekends though, some weekends, but my main job in Fly FM is as a digital host.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, damn. How do you actually manage TV hosts and then web like video hosts?
I don't even know. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know. But what I can tell you is that I don't even have a day off. Not even one in the past 2-3 months. I think some days I'd be like, I would have to tell my bosses that I'm so sleep deprived, and if I actually go on set. I mean, okay, TV I cannot skip. TV is wajib lah. That one is a mandatory thing every week because it's live. You can't pre-record things. But for my Fly TV, it's pre-recorded. So technically, if I can't make it on a certain day, I could come in another day and shoot it.
Right.
But technically, scheduling is one of the craziest things that I have to do because there's no way in hell to actually skip certain things because my TV is like technically an obligation every week, and then I've got my radio. But one way to keep organized is, since I got no money to hire a personal assistant yet, I'm not Nilofa, I'm not Ryan Seacrest.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
I hope so. So I would actually download a schedule app. Yes, it might sound very typical of people. Oh, okay, everyone has a schedule app, but guys, that is the best way to actually keep yourself organized.
Yeah, true.
By having one, I would like schedule everything there, and if I sense that a certain day has too many things in there, I'd be like, no, I'll reschedule things. Kalau tak mati, Amir, I wouldn't be here right now, Amir. I'd be in ICU, I think, like, why? Sleep deprived.
Yeah, I mean...
Cannot, guys.
I mean, I can't even imagine, like, from time to time I see you on TV, and then next thing I know, you're with Fly FM on their YouTube channel and all those things. I mean, I did saw your schedule the other day when you showed me, right?
Yes.
So it's like, damn, it's like, a Form 5 students, like, try to pack their SPM syllabus.
It's worse than SPM. It's worse than SPM, guys. When I thought that school was the worst thing in the world, jadual sekolah tak boleh nak organize and make it better. This is far worse, guys. It gets worse as you grow up, guys. It never gets easier.
Well, if you think that after school is life gonna get easier,
no, think again.
Think again, guys.
Yes.
So yeah, next thing.
Can I cough kejap? Because
sure.
bila host banyak sangat, cakap banyak sangat, you tend to have phlegm in here. So forgive me, guys. Much better.
Okay. So yeah, we don't have sponsor for drink and food yet. But
no, why?
So yeah, next thing. Before you were a host, like, from what I know, before you were a host, you were an MC.
Correct.
Like,
I still am, actually.
Okay. So what makes you actually wanted to be, like, from MC and then host, and then is it like you always wanted to be a host or MC?
That's a very good question. I think personally, I have always been a chatterbox since I was a kid. When I was like 4 or 5 year old, my parents would just place me at a table full of makciks, and I could just go on talking and talking and talking. And people kept saying, like, you are going to be someone in PR or someone in the media industry. When I was small, I didn't care about what I wanted to become. I was like, what? I just like to talk. That's just my interest.
Yeah.
But as I grew older, it never stopped. It got worse. I just kept talking and talking and talking. I was the most talkative person in class or wherever I went. People knew me as the kid who could not stop talking. So at some point of my life, I would say somewhere when I was 14 or 15, I thought to myself, you know what? Since I talk so much, there has to be a job out there that could pay me just for talking. And I knew that I couldn't sing. I knew I couldn't act. I'm very kayu, okay, if I berlakon, so better not, right? But I knew that the media industry was somewhat my calling. So I thought to myself, there has got to be a job, and it was like God sent, guys. It was like God sent, okay, macam hidayah like that from the above, guys, because I watched American Idol that one day, and I saw Ryan Seacrest hosting, and I was like, that is what I'm talking about. So immediately, you know what I did, guys? I'm so dramatic. I was such a dramatic kid. I printed out his picture and I posted it on my wall. I was so inspired by Ryan Seacrest that I put my muse's picture on my wall, and every day I woke up and I want to be like you. I went to school. I started asking teachers, are there any majlis that I can MC? And they were like, you MC? I'm like, yeah, and MC, please. They gave me one, which was the Teacher's Day when I was 15. I remember very, very clearly. And I was still a very bad MC because it was my first job. You have to start somewhere.
Yeah, true.
And obviously, I would rather start somewhere that it was not a paying job or something that was not with
that's how actually most of us started, actually.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's okay. Even if I screw up now, I'm still in school anyway.
Yeah, true.
This is not like I'm going on TV costing the production like 10,000 ringgit or anything like that.
But here's the thing. Here's a fun fact about you that I found out, right?
Oh no, what?
Even after high school, the school still call you back to be an MC.
They still do. You are absolutely right. They keep calling me back. And the thing is, guys, when I was in school, I was not yet in the industry. So of course, I'm free of charge. Now you all call me, why want free some more, okay? I have to start charging. So anyway, let me start backtrack to your question just now. So yeah, I started emceeing in school and I loved it. And even though I screwed up at the first time, the teachers somewhat saw something else in me, and they were like, we want you again. So every majlis I started hosting.
That's good though.
And then I think it was the year of SPM, which was back in 2014. When I was approached by this Zumba company. This is my first time hosting an event that was not internal, it was not school, it was by a client. And they saw me, they were like, can you host this Zumba-thon event? And we have like collaborations with some huge companies. And I was like, oh my god, I was scared. It was a very daunting experience because I was only 17. I had no experience to host outside yet, and this crowd was like people I tak kenal langsung. So I took it, and it was great. And people started asking for my business cards. And I'm like, business card? I'm only a kid. I'm still in school. I got no business card. But of course, I networked. I tried to sell my service and all that. And people started approaching me more and more and more. And in 2017, last year, I was approached by Media Prima. No, actually, I wasn't approached. I went for the audition for Quickie. Do you know Quickie?
Yes.
They had Mary Encounter, Henry Golding back then. So they were looking for a new host for last year's Quickie. I went without any expectations whatsoever, and I got it. Like a week later, they called me and said, like, can you come into the studio, have some chats and all that? And yes, and that's how I got into the industry. And then this year, I would say, is when I got my big break on television. The rest is history.
Well, guys, you heard that story. Nothing's easy in this world, actually. Yeah, so...
Field auditions. I lupa nak mention that, guys. I went through so many field auditions along the way. After SPM, I tried different shows for TV3, for Astro. And they told me, you still need at least 5 years of practice before you are fit for TV. I cried, guys. I remember the day that I got turned down by Destinasi Budget on TV3. I cried like crazy, and I thought to myself, I don't think I'm fit for TV. I don't think I can ever make it in this industry. But like he said, don't give up, guys. Just keep going. And at some point, God knows how you might get what you want if you work hard enough and if you believe in yourself.
That's a very, very powerful message right there. But yeah, it's true. I mean, like, if you don't fall in the first place, you won't know how to get up.
That's absolutely right. I should put that in the quotes by Amir. You should do a book about that. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, because actually all of it experience, like, I will ask him down. Like,
that's absolutely correct.
I mean, if you met any other artists out there, they would still say the same thing. The amount of failure is more than the amount of success that they have today.
Meryl Streep, she got turned down by this Italian director once, and he told they were speaking in Italian in the room, saying that she's not pretty enough to be an actress, and she coincidentally understood Italian, and she used that as a pembakar semangat. She was like, "Oh, you said I can't act. Oh, you'll see me getting my Oscars." And there you go, 14 Oscars so far. Clap, Meryl Streep. I hope you're watching this. I love you.
So yeah, so it's all about hard work, determination. I mean, like, if your goal is clear, it's there.
That is right.
Yeah, like that makes me actually wonder why I stopped drumming in the first place.
I stopped drumming too. Oh my god, we the same. I used to go for drum classes for like a year, and then I never went back to class, and all I'm left with is drumsticks at home. That's all.
Okay, that's actually another fact that I just know about you, that I didn't know you used to play drums.
Now we do. Used to in the past.
All right. That's cool. Okay. So, of course, in the industry, there's always ups and downs and
Correct.
all, right? So, what is the hardest downfall that you ever felt so far?
In the industry?
Yeah, in the industry.
I think the fact that I'm being paired up with a lot of senior hosts in my show, like Razif Hashim, he's known as one of the best food show hosts in Malaysia. Remember the show Best in the World? I think if you see his face, you akan kenal. This guy is super famous. He used to host Destinasi Budget, Best in the World. He was also in Golden Gincu, and I used to be inspired by him growing up. And who knew that years later I'll be paired up with him for a show. And also Megan Tan, who's also a really good and very esteemed host in Malaysia. She hosted Quickie and a few other shows as well. Also one of my co-hosts. And I think that has made me, I would say it sort of stripped down my self-esteem at some points, because I felt like I'm not good enough. I'm not as good as them. But in a way, that also helped me. I mean, they helped me learn a lot about the industry, about hosting, and how I can be at par with them. So I think that sometimes downfalls or setbacks, they bring out the best versions of you sometimes, because if you are so comfortable in your zone, you wouldn't see the need to change or to improve. So having them around, being so pressured sometimes, it really pushes me to just break barriers and step out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, true. Because if you see all the successful people in the world, all the things that they have in common among all of them is
failures.
They are failures.
That's right.
There's always that one failure that they will lead them like very, very, like, you know, smack in the face, you know.
Yeah, and that's gonna bring them to success.
Yeah.
Just gotta be patient, guys. Sabar je. But sabar pun kena work hard, guys.
Yeah,
I don't like to say like, you know, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Yes, but if you don't do anything about it, how are you gonna get what you want? Fight for it. Be it a girl that you want, a guy that you want, couple girl.
Yeah.
If you just sit on your ass in the room, you ain't gonna get them.
Yeah.
Fight for them.
Take that word. I think I'm just gonna
Drop
like, you know, yeah, drop the mic, man. So, yeah, I mean, overall, it's yeah, I can see that you're like, you know, a rising star. You're
like
getting
this,
there. Come on.
I wore tight pants today. No, wait, Kembang how? I got another meeting after this. My pants are gonna tear. But
Come on, just shut up and take my compliment, man.
Just shut up and take it. Thank you. And he is a rising movie director. Guys.
Nah.
I'm gonna see him get a BAFTA award and an Oscar and Emmy. Oh my god, you name it, guys.
Yeah, let's get, you know.
It's about to get that.
Well, that is what, you know, this show is all about. Actually, just, you know, it's the starting point for everything.
That's right.
So.
That's right. That's all?
No, not yet.
Oh,
chill.
not yet.
Yeah, chill. So yeah, another one is like, let's take it, you know, throw back a little bit further. Let's throw back a little bit further.
Just don't throw back to my exes and all that.
No. That one is a bit personal. There.
The Heartbreak Show with me, Amir, and my unlucky victim. Today, that's not that show, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah,
let's take it, you know, a little bit back.
Okay.
You used to be in this reality show called Tom Tomba, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's
right?
Macam Asnil.
Yeah, Macam Asnil. Yeah. Yeah, you used to be there.
Yeah.
How was it, you know? Because when I was a kid, I was like, damn, you know, this kid's so lucky to be there.
You pernah nampak I ke dulu?
No, I mean, I think you showed me again.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Correct.
So,
baru ingatkan famous, dia tengok emcee. Dia tak pernah tengok pun. Oh, you yang showed me. Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. If I didn't have showed him, he wouldn't have known.
Well, I was a kid, you know. I don't know these kids, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how was that feel, you know, as a kid to be up there? I mean, I myself actually look up at Azman, you know. I mean, he's very awesome. I mean, I think he was like, what now, 50, 60 plus?
I think so,
yeah.
60, I think.
Yeah.
He's my father's age.
And he still have that glow in him.
Exactly.
So
the XFactor. No one can beat Azman.
Yeah, he's awesome. So how's that feel when you were a kid, you know? When you were a kid, and then now when you grow up, looking back at that moment, how do you feel actually?
To be honest, if you were to ask me that throwback question, how did it feel like to be a talent on that show? I think back then lagi senang daripada sekarang tau. Because as a kid, you're not self-conscious at all. You don't care how you look. You know what I wore to the show? If you're gonna overlay that video, I was wearing a track bottom, dude. Who the heck wears a track bottom to a live reality TV show? Me! This guy over here, guys. Why? Malu lah weh. So at that point, I think macam I didn't care what people would say about me ke, how I sounded on TV ke, how I looked on TV ke. I'm like, okay, I was invited to the show, pergi je lah. Yes, cakap. But I think right now, looking back at that point, I think it's very surreal lah, because clearly when I went on the show, I didn't have, you know, like the goal to be on TV, to become just like Azniel, to host a reality show myself. I didn't have that in my mind. So right now, it feels just so surreal. When I saw that video, I'm like, oh my god, who knew that, I don't know, like 15 years later, you would actually become an actual TV host. So I think it's really surreal lah.
Yeah,
that was a good experience. Like, I love Azniel so much.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I myself, like, growing up watching him as a TV host, like macam-macam Azniel, Tom Tomba, all those kind of Cicak man. Like growing up watching him on TV is just awesome.
Although I don't know where he is now though. I haven't seen much of him lately. I think I know. He's giving space to me to become good like him. Thank you Azniel, because you're still around everywhere. Dan nanti tak ada ruang untuk I nak jadi macam Azniel 2.0 kan. Thank you.
Who knows? Maybe in the future, right? You have your own talk show, and then he become the guest. We never know, right?
Or we'll be hosting together ke one show ke Azniel dan Keanu show. Who knows? If that ever happens, keep this. Keep this. This is when I jinxed it.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, I mean, moving in the future, like you know, in a vision, obviously you have like ever thought of like, have your own show in the future, like the Keanu show or
Oh, God,
Chit
that's
Chat with Keanu, those kind of reality TV show where you just
Definitely do it. Definitely. I think because I'm so inspired by people like Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan O'Brien.
Oh, yeah.
I watch their show a lot, and I think that has made me want to have my own show as well in Malaysia. I mean, let's not limit ourselves to Malaysia. Let's hope that we'll probably start like penetrating Asia, and then who knows if Yuna has made it big as a singer from Malaysia in the States, why can't a host from Malaysia make it big in the States too, or somewhere else in the world? Maybe China, since China is the current conglomerate right now, So I definitely do hope that I'll get a show on my own one day. But I think like these days, when people say, would you want your own live TV show that's about you, for example, like the Keanu show, let's say it's on TV3 or Astoria, for example, right? I think these days we've got so many other platforms than just TV, and TV is getting more obsolete. So people have been telling me, if you really want that, you could just do that on your own, on your YouTube or something. You start your own platform, and I think I might start that. So watch this space, guys. I might have my own show, the Keanu show, next year. It's great that you asked me that, because memang I've already started planning this for next January on my YouTube. So if any TV networks like suka the idea of that on my YouTube, hello, you got my number, you got my Instagram, just approach me and we can hook up a deal for TV. Let's bring it to TV, guys. Tak ada hal. If the Amir Productions wants to do that juga, I'm up for it, Amir.
Awesome. I mean, that's very cool, man. I mean, it's true though that because nowadays, who watch TV?
That is correct. Even Amir hasn't seen my show until a few weeks ago, a few months ago, when he said like, "Oh wait, you're on TV, ah?
No.
Which channel again?"
Actually, not gonna lie lah.
He's never seen it. I'm not surprised, and I don't even blame him. I mean, if I'm not on the show, I probably wouldn't see the show juga because it's so pagi.
Exactly.
I'm not downgrading my show. It's a great show, but for a certain target audience. Clearly, we are not in that market.
True.
Targeted
because
audience.
Even for me, in the morning, I will go out. I will like getting ready to go out, go on with my day. Like, so
most likely the housewives would be the ones who are watching the show daily lah. Kalau people like us, it's either kita terkangkang lagi, tak bangun-bangun tidur lagi, or we are on the way to somewhere like class ke, or work ke, jumpa girlfriend ke. So technically, morning is not exactly the right slot for people like us. But nonetheless, I love my show so much.
Overall, is if you haven't watched the Good Morning Show, you guys have to watch
Feel Good Show, okay?
Yeah, Feel Good Show.
Okay?
Yeah,
Good Morning
Feel
Show.
Good Show. Good Morning Show. Sorry, sorry. Mispronunciation. The Feel Good Show. You guys have to watch it. It's especially when this guy is as a host. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Okay.
The different hosts on the show, like one of the hosts is like, "Hi," it's a Malay show by the way. So like, "Selamat pagi semua, nama saya Megan Tan," and beside that like, "Hi, saya Mia Sarah," and then that's me. "Hi semua, saya Keanu Azman, anda sedang menonton Feel Good Show." But like, you need to shut your mouth. The amount of hate comments I've gotten, guys. But I don't care.
Yeah, it's part of it's part of your job scope. It's like hates.
Biasa.
Come and go.
Asalkan you punya delivery or what you bring to the table is not melalaikan. Or
true.
like you sengaja macam, okay, Harvin Skin is a great content creator, but he is clearly not suitable for like Feel Good Show or like anything TV related lah. Because to me, entertainment has all forms. There's like just solely to entertain, and there's also to entertain and educate as well. And I think TV serves both purposes, which is to entertain and educate. If it's blatantly to just ridicule and to just gossip je, that is not what entertainment is all about.
True.
Apa ni? Amir tak tanya soalan tu pun ada jawab tak apa-apa kan? Come on lah, Keanu. Stop it. You're not the host here, okay? Please.
It's okay. I mean, like, actually you give some you actually already answered a few questions that I was about. But it's good, no problem. I mean, it saved me some breath as well, so
yay, you're welcome.
So overall, being hate and all, it is normal. I mean, even for normal people got hate, yet alone.
That's true.
Famous people. I mean, I'm not surprised. I myself here right now being hate, like,
I'm not hating you, Amir. Mana ada benci you, Amir?
I know.
Baca kat comment bawah tu. Okay, we're gonna scroll through the comments down there. I know while you guys are watching this, you guys are throwing some comments down there. What? Keanu looks what? Keanu tak mandi. I showered this morning. thingy, guys? Is there like some smelling sensor on the camera or something? How could they smell?
Oh,
me?
no.
It's terrible.
You know, I think when it comes, when the time comes, right?
Yeah.
When the time comes, I would make another slot where we read comments.
Yes! Macam Jimmy Kimmel yang
Yes. We will like
comments kan?
Yeah, we will read mean comments, we will mean tweet ahead.
That one you have to, the editor Kevin is going to have to use the bleep sensor a lot because I would have to curse like banyak gila. Not just me cursing lah. In the comments I got like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, but I can
Fuck
tell.
that. I'm like,
But 80% they will come from him.
we'll see. Yeah, because this guy tak ada haters nanti. Haters semua kat I je, kat aku je. Sorry guys, sorry. Love y'all.
So yeah, so to top it all off,
Yes.
any because I'm pretty sure out there somewhere there's still a lot of youngsters that struggling. I mean, you younger than me. Yet,
Oh my god.
wait, how old are you again?
I'm 21. I'm 21 guys.
Yeah, see, he is younger than me. I'm 23, and he's out there, a rising star, and I'm just still here, right? So, doesn't matter what your age, but what is your, advice or
Yeah.
a certain word for youngsters out there that is still struggling, try to get, to the top?
I would advise everyone out there, in whatever you aspire to pursue, to just go with whatever you want. Because there's going to be a lot of people who will doubt you along the way. Like in my case, I would say my own father doubted me for a long time. He was like, you want to be a TV host? You're kidding me, right? It could be your own family member, it could be your friends, even your closest friends and family could actually doubt you and bring you down. But if you know what you want, then you should just go with it. Go with it, work hard for what you want, and never stop believing in yourself. Because I think besides myself, my mom was a very good believer of me. Like she really believed that I could do it and all that.
Right.
But what's most important is yourself, lah. You gotta really believe in yourself. Put yourself out there. Don't wait for people to approach you. You go and get what you want. Because if you tunggu, maybe you might get what you want, but it could take a much longer time. So if you want it fast, if you want to see effects instantly, guys, don't sit on your ass, guys.
Yeah.
Get your ass going and go and sell yourself, guys. This is note to myself also, because I need more jobs next year, guys. So this is me selling myself to whoever watching. Any collaboration.
All right.
Any collaborations, you know who I am, Keanu Azman, through
Come on.
Amir's channel.
Everyone knows Keanu Azman.
No.
Come on.
But don't stop believing, guys.
Yeah.
That's why I love Glee punya lagu yang Don't Stop
Oh, yeah.
Believing.
That song actually is like, even though it's like it became a meme, but it's very, very.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, don't stop.
Glee, guys. Can you please, Kevin, add the G and the EE there, yeah?